There you go, piece of standard 3/4 inch copper pipe, just like you'd find in any hardware store or used for any plumbing fixture. Let's see if we can do this. There you go. Does any of you young guys do that? All right, tonight I'm going to do a short, quick video, kind of a fun little thing to do, and very, I think, very interesting. So I've been hearing about the difference. I've been hearing about annealing metal versus normalizing metal, and what's the difference, and when do you do one and when do you do the other. What I found out is annealing is this notion of heating metal up to a critical temperature in something like a forge, and then letting it cool very, very slowly. So a lot of times it's cooled in the forge itself, and everything just sort of cools down gradually together. And that realigns the molecular structure of the metal, takes it from a very crystalline state to a more pliable state. Well, normalizing is really pretty similar to that, in that normalizing, you heat it up again to critical, but you don't have to cool it quite as slowly. You can just let it air cool. And that means just kind of set it aside and let it cool down normally on its own. And we're going to do that tonight. I need to make some jaw covers for a vise that my son has been letting me use. And I'll show you the vise in just a second, but we're going to take this and we're going to make some jaw covers from it. And again, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting process. So let me get the forge fired up to heat this stuff up, and we'll also get some pieces cut. All right, so this is the vise that I was talking about. It's actually a vise, pretty nice little vise. It's a record vise. It's got removable jaws in it, but these jaws have got and I hope you can see this, have kind of a knurled pattern. Maybe if I bring some more light on it, you can see it. All you can see is the back of the all you can see is the back of the vise. There's a knurled or kind of a crosshatch pattern cut into these jaws, and that's great for holding things. But unfortunately, yeah, okay, I hear it too. The battery on my mics went dead on me right here, and the audio is just breaking up terrible. So I'm going to go ahead and record this post. Basically, what I'm saying is the jaws have a knurled pattern in them, and or crosshatch pattern that mars up the metal when you put it in there and you tighten it down. I want something that's going to make it smooth. Then I'm going to take this copper pipe, this that I cut out of an old house actually, and I'm going to cut it to length. It's going to go maybe 3/4 of an inch outside each side of the jaw, and then we're going to split it down the middle. And so here it is, cut off and split down the middle. Hopefully you'll see that in a second here. There it is. Anyway, cut it up so that way I can open the thing up and fold it over the vise jaws. And I have no idea what I'm saying here. It's probably incredibly witty. I have no doubt. Anyway, audio is getting ready to come back on, so I'll go away. Okay, I've got like 5 minutes before my dinner's ready. So I got the coals actually. I had the fire going. Had to change a battery in my mic. And I'm looking at it now thinking, this may not be a bad way to go. Just put them in there without any flame on them. So I'm going to just shove these in the fire, and we'll get them heated up real quick, and then I'm going to go eat dinner and let them cool. Maybe I'll throw a little air on them anyway, just to see. Okay, so the copper pipe has come out of the fire. I had it in for maybe, I don't know, maybe a minute. Not very long, maybe maybe a minute. And then I just took it out of the fire, let it sit there, went in and ate dinner. And now you can see that if I can get my finger in there to start it. He says, there we go. I finally got in there. and try not to cut my hands off because it looks like it's pretty rough. But you can see that I'm now able to take that copper pipe that was really stiff and really hard to move around, and now I'm doing it with my finger. So, and that's the process of normalizing. It's just copper, as I mentioned earlier, is a work-hardened material. So if I take this and, assuming I had a hammer somewhere handy, and just started hitting it on the vise or on the handle here, it would stiffen right back up again, and it would be very hard for me to move it around. But as it is now, it's pretty pliable. I've got some stuff I need to clean up on the back edge here. So let me clean it up, and we'll put it in the vise, and I'll make the jaws. Alrighty. Well, let's put the, I've got them cleaned up. Yeah, it's like a razor sharp edge there now. But I'm just going to stick them down far enough that they cover the jaws. Clamp it in there. And turn it so you can see it there. So you got it in there. You know, it's fairly straight, not perfect, but all I'm going to do is just bend it over. And like I said, the longer I hit on it, the harder it's going to become. I'm going to go ahead and just really quick here with these are pretty lightweight 10 steps. I'm just going to cut this edge here and cut this one as well. And we'll just fold this one over and fold this one down. And we'll do the same with this side. And there you go. One nice cover there. So nice it won't even come off. But that's really all there is to it. Those will just sit in there. I'll make the other one, I'll bend it over, polish them up, and I'll have a nice malleable surface that I can clamp tightly with, and get this over in the camera where you can see it, and it'll be great. Alrighty, a little wire brush. Can you hear the rain hitting my roof? It's crazy out there all of a sudden. Little wire brush, they polish that beautiful. Now I've got a nice smooth surface in here that I can clamp to that won't mar my surface. So, normalizing copper, pretty cool stuff. Hey, as always, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, go ahead and click the thumbs up button down below. It really does help. If you'd like to be notified when we publish new content, go ahead and click my channel icon to subscribe. And finally, while you're here, take some time to check out some of our other videos. Have a great day and get out there and do something new today.